Times are tough. Every possible financial metric confirms that the economy is struggling, and today we're going to talk about how to adjust and thrive as a reseller. My name's Ty Wilson. I host a show called Chasing Cardboard, and I resell tens of thousands of items every single year. I probably don't need to convince you that the economy here in the middle of 2024 is really tough. Yeah, the stock market might make it seem like it's rosy, but the everyday worker knows the brutal reality. Inflation is through the roof, causing normal living expenses to be sky high. We got consumer credit card debt at an all-time high. We got credit card late payments and delinquencies at an all-time high. We got auto loan and mortgage loan delinquencies all-time highs. Do I need to keep going? Probably not. The reality is you feel it, I feel it. Making ends meet right now is really tough. And that is why I wanted to be here on YouTube, helping you understand how to use reselling as a way to supplement your income. But we need to talk about how to adjust your reselling business during tough economic times, because the game does change and it requires you to approach reselling with a different mindset. I'm going to give you 3 principles or strategies to think about so you can actually thrive during these tough economic times. Before we dive into any of these, if you want this information delivered for free to your email inbox, you can simply add your email address below and get these videos transcribed and sent to you every week. It's super easy and 100% free. All right, principle number 1, double your timeline. Selling prices might not drop immediately. In fact, it's one of those weird conundrums. You'd be surprised that for many items, prices hold up really well in different categories. But there's a huge catch. The amount of time it takes to sell things is going to take significantly longer. Check out this data. If we just search for a popular shoe like the Adidas Superstar Classic sneaker, one of the popular items on eBay every single year, over the past 30 days, the average selling price was about $53.50 with the sell-through rate of 11.9%, meaning that over the last 30 days, only about 12% of the items listed for this keyword have sold. That doesn't mean a lot to you until you see what happened last year. If we simply do a comparison over that same keyword search 1 year ago, the average sales price is about $1 less at $52.80, but the sell-through rate was almost 30%. So simple math will tell us right now, it's going to take 2.5 times longer to sell that same item. Let's look at a category that I'm really familiar with, sports cards. A simple sealed tops baseball hobby box. It shows that the average selling price right now is about $165.50 with a 32% sell-through rate during the last 30 days. But 1 year ago, that same keyword shows a $163.75 average price and a 58% sell-through rate. Prices are actually up right now, but sell-through rate has been slashed in half. Those numbers are basically the same across any product that you search. Tough economic times don't necessarily lead to lower sell prices, but they absolutely lead to slower sell times. That's extremely important when you're planning out your inventory purchases and your ability to reproduce income. I actually put out a video all about paying less for inventory, which you can go check out at the end. It'll help you approach the buying with this in mind. You need to understand the reality of flipping and how timelines slow down. It should also help you understand why it's important not to buy inventory on credit, but that's a different discussion. Let's keep moving. Principle number 2, understand seller desperation and cash appreciation. In tough times, sellers are going to get desperate. They will be in a pinch and they won't care about how they could go sell something themselves with some extra work. In fact, there's a good chance they don't care about that at all. And likely they just want to offload goods and take the cash. That's an incredible opportunity for you, for us. And no, I'm not advocating in any way to go take advantage of a seller, but your money, especially your cash, speaks a lot louder during tough times, and you have to decide where to best allocate that money. Because we know the second you spend it, it's going to take 2.5 times longer to resell versus the good times. So yes, as a reseller, it is your job, your duty, to find great deals in exchange for cold hard cash. And I do believe that you should do whatever you humanly can to bring cash to the table. I know it might seem easy to just Venmo or PayPal, but when you're exchanging cold hard dollar bills, you feel it, you think about it, and frankly, I think you negotiate better. So I highly encourage you to value your cash flow at all times and overvalue your cash flow and availability during tough times. You have what someone else wants and probably needs. In fact, it's more likely that you are doing them much more of a service than you think. And in your sake, you're giving up certainty for the possibility of making money down the road. The point being, when economic times get tough, the buyer holds more of the leverage. You get to swing the transaction more into your favor because you're carrying more of the risk. Just know that there's going to be plenty of buying opportunities, so don't undersell your cash leverage during these times. Balance out the seller desperation and your appreciation of cash. It'll help you weather the economic ups and downs. Number 3, don't overthink specials. We all know how it is. Getting a good deal feels great. You feel like you won. And it feels really good during tough times to get those small wins. That's how you want your customers to feel as well. I believe if you price things well, you market clearly and accurately, you deliver on customer service, you will do well. The marketplace will reward that. But during a tough economy, you have to double down on both actual and perceived good deals. I'd say during 2024 and early 25, you should bank on always having some sort of pricing or shipping special turned on within your store. Typical bargain hunters will always seek that out anyway, but non-bargain hunters get more excited about these things during tough times. So if you want to keep attracting everyone, use discounts, use specials. In addition, we know that it's going to be a longer sales cycle. So if you want to start selling things quicker, you need to place more urgency around your pricing. Specials and promotions are a great way of doing that. A few simple things that you can do if you run a store on eBay. First, run weekly and monthly promotions within your eBay store. It's incredibly easy to do. You head to marketing, you click promotions, and then sell event and markdown. That'll give you a ton of options just to get folks excited about your inventory. You can set one up to run in less than 5 minutes. Second, toss in coupons with your shipments. In that same promotion section, click coupons. You can then go create a public or private coupon for your customers. Create a private one, print out 50 of them, and then toss one of those in each of your next 50 shipments with a little handwritten thank you note. And then sit back and enjoy the repeat customer. Those are 2 super easy ways to create specials inside your eBay store. It's a no-brainer. I highly encourage you not to overthink specials. They are more important during times like this. And if you want to help bridge slower sales days or weeks, learn to build consistency within your promotions. All right, we're going to wrap up with some rapid fire. During the economic cycles that we're talking about, you have to shift your mindset. And these are some fundamentals I think you have to really double down on. Number 1, focus on liquidity. Give preference to things that will sell fast and learn to keep those items in your store at all time. Number 2, focus on rotation. Buy, sell, invest in more, do it again and again and again. Don't be a storage unit, be a reseller. Number 3, don't pay yourself. Keep as much of your money in the business as possible. Build this up and keep reinvesting. Before long, you're gonna be running wild in free cash flow. Number 4, let technology work for you. Use tools to automate everything. You can spread your wings a lot farther and faster, and you can multiply your efforts. Look at the list in the description below with a lot of tools that I use. Number 5, subscribe to the channel. I'll hit you with more videos next week. And number 6, don't buy on credit. I mentioned this earlier. You're gonna lose your leverage, and you don't give yourself an advantage. Spend what you have, make it work. Cash is king. Go crush it out there. Take care.